Hi, and welcome to another session of Start Making Sense, your Monday night meditation with me, Sandra. And I hope you had a wonderful week and also enjoy the spring coming slowly but surely. The summer is coming, actually. So find your meditation posture and make yourself comfortable. And feel the ground underneath your feet and underneath the bottom of your spine. Rest into that spot, rest into that seat you're in. Let everything just fall down from you. And become aware of you sitting here in that spot where you are. Connect the ground to the vast space above you. Neck is slightly stretched. And feel that vastness, that field of all possibilities up there. And then feel your spine. Connecting those 2 points so that your energy can flow from head to toes and from toes back to your head. And as we step away from the day that we had so far, we're leaving everything else outside. Everything that happened before, everything that may happen afterwards. Leave all of that outside this room. During our time in meditation, there's no memory of the past. There's no concerns about the future. There's no responsibility. There's just you and your breath. So slowly become aware of your breathing, of the breathing motion, of this rhythm of your life. Breathing in and breathing out. Become aware of it at your nostrils, maybe to begin with. Maybe there's a tingling feeling. And while you're feeling that rhythm, I invite you to take 3 deep breaths together with me, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And when you breathe in, I'd like you to really breathe really deep, deep into the belly, into your body. So let's do this together 3 times. In through the nose. Hold it for a second and let your breath go out through the mouth. All of the breath, let it just go out. Hold it a second and then again in through the nose, deep into the belly. Your shoulders might raise. Hold it for a second and then let it go out through the mouth. All of the air, empty your lungs, completely empty your lungs until there's no air left to let out. And again, in through the nose, deep into the body. Hold it for a second and then just let it come out. Everything, all the air, let it go out of your body, out through the mouth. And feel how with the out breath your body starts to loosen up. Stop for a second and then let the natural rhythm of your breathing resume. And for the rest of the session, we only breathe through the nose. So again, feel the in and out breath at your nostrils. And maybe you can already feel a difference. How you could with this extremely long out breath, letting all the air go from your lungs. You're letting go, you're releasing. So become aware of your in-breath and become aware of your out-breath. And now just observe the rhythm of your breathing. You don't have to do anything. Your breathing comes naturally, comes and goes. And become aware of the length of the in-breath and the length of the out-breath. Not judging anything, not interfering with that breath, just letting it come and go. Some might be longer and some may be shorter. Some are deeper and some are shallow. And some appear to be quite similar to the ones before and the ones after. So again, we're not judging, we're letting the breath flow just as it is. And if a thought comes up or any other distraction, just realize that there is one and then let it go. Like a cloud in the sky, watch the thought coming and watch it going. Like your breath is coming and going and you're not holding on to it. That rhythm of your breath is a constant coming and going, constant changing, and we're accepting that just as it is. And when you found that breathing rhythm, you may also find that it's like the waves on the shore, which are also just coming and going. And some are shorter and some are longer. And we're just observing, not judging, not labeling, not interfering. Just observing the breath as it is. And just like with the thoughts, the idea is here really like the breathing, just observing the coming and going and not attaching to one certain breath. Or when you're watching the waves coming in, you're also not attached to one wave because the wave will disappear at one point. Just like the clouds passing by at one point disappear. So also watch your thoughts or emotions or any other distractions that may be here, any sounds, let them all become a part of your mindfulness, part of your meditation, a part of your awareness, without reacting to them, without attaching to them. Just watching that little play, like you're watching a play on stage. Just that the play is happening within and around you. So watch this for a few more moments. See how the changes in and around you are just a part of that play, really. And just watch it. And with that openness, concentrate now on your crown and also release everything that might be sitting there, holding on to, attaching yourself, and just let it flow down to the ground. Smoothen your forehead, soften your eyebrows, your eyes, and your cheeks. Soften your jaw. Your tongue lies relaxed in the middle of your mouth, where you can feel the teeth. Every in-breath is taking in fresh oxygen. Every out-breath is releasing stress, toxins, and hardness. So contact the relaxing quality of your out-breath as often as possible. Relax your neck. Let it melt away. Relax your shoulders. Make them wide. Let your arms hang loose. All fingers let go. Relax your torso. Relax your pelvis. Relax your legs. Just let them go. If you find any kind of tension in your body. Just bring your attention there and release it with your out breath. Feel your whole body now, sitting here in the now, being present, giving yourself full permission to be right here, right now. So when we meditate on a regular basis, we develop what is known as witnessing awareness, the ability to calmly and objectively observe a situation, acknowledge when we are being triggered, and consciously choosing how we want to respond. Instead of feeling stuck in a knee-jerk reaction and conditioned patterns of behavior, through our meditations we learn how to free ourselves to make choices that will help us fulfill our deepest desires for love, fulfillment, and happiness. Today I invite you to deepen your experience of witnessing awareness as we practice staying present with our emotions. There is a tendency to judge certain feelings as negative or wrong. We may resist feeling these emotions. This only increases our pain. Every emotion has a valuable message for us. And as we allow ourselves to feel and hold each emotion in loving awareness, our relationship with ourselves and with everyone in our lives will become more authentic and whole. But before we go there, I would like to walk you through all of your five senses, just to become more aware of what we are capable of. I invite you to gently bring your awareness to your sense of hearing. What is the most prevalent sound you can hear right now? Maybe it's the sound of my voice. Maybe there is something in the room. Maybe there is something outside your room. But we're not judging anything. We're just becoming aware and letting that play again. Just play out around it in us. We're including all of our senses and therefore including all of the sounds in your awareness right now. Letting them wash through you and just noticing their existence in and around us. Really good. And now on your next breath, bring your awareness to your sense of touch. Where does touching happen? Maybe it's the feet on the ground, or where you're sitting on. Maybe your back is supported. Maybe your hands are touching. Again, we're not judging anything, and we're also not trying to change it. We're just gently getting back to our sense of touch. Wonderful. And while we're keeping our eyes closed, we're gently bringing our awareness to our sense of sight. So even with the eyes closed, there may be still some sort of sight happening. Maybe it's blackness, or maybe you look beyond the blackness and maybe you can see colors or light streaming through your eyelids. Give yourself permission to see whatever it is you are seeing. And on your next breath, what smell are you smelling? What is the most prevalent smell that is happening right now? Just let that enter your body and leave your body and just come into your awareness. And what on your next in-breath is the taste right now? Bring your awareness to your sense of taste. Is there any kind of taste? And if there is not, we're also just observing that. We're just realizing that maybe there is no sense of taste at the moment. That is fine too. Now that we have broken up all of our five senses, we're going to stack them on top of each other and play with the simultaneity of consciousness. So noticing, can you hear what you're hearing? Can you feel what you're feeling? Can you see what you're seeing? Can you smell what you're smelling? Can you taste what you're tasting? All at the same time. So give yourself permission to be so present in your body with all of your five senses for a few more moments. Renowned mystic and poet Rumi writes, "If you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished?" When you feel a negative emotional reaction to a comment or situation, it is a good time to stop, look within, and listen to the inner message our soul is attempting to communicate. While it may feel appropriate to assign blame to another, this choice not only creates separation between ourselves and those around us, it is also a choice that leaves us with a missed opportunity to accept a valuable insight for our healing and spiritual growth. When we are tempted to react from emotion, we can ask ourselves if you want to be a prisoner in the past or a pioneer of the future. There will be people and circumstances that ignite a negative response, pushing our buttons, harboring negative feelings. That can be destructive to our health and ultimately will push us further from living a life filled with the close, supportive, and authentic relationships we desire. As pioneers of the future, we choose a new path to walk, one with space to stop, look around, and find that glorious view we seek to experience. From this perspective, the next time we feel reactive, we choose to step back into the position of observer, selecting mindfully our next possible step. We pause, take a deep breath, and begin to explore, noticing the feelings or thoughts which are resting just below the reactive response. We begin to reframe these reactions as important and interesting trail markers, indicating that there is far more to see at this spot than we have once thought. Whatever we discover below the surface, whether it is hurt, self-doubt, shame, sadness, or even residual trauma, is a part of us calling out for loving attention. As we begin to release the need to assign blame, we open to what is with presence, honesty, and compassion. Love is the most powerful healing force in the universe, and our daily meditation practice may at times point us to the trail markers where uneasy feelings live. Equipped with the awareness, we begin to release these feelings and we surrender them to the healing power of love. Let me tell you a story about a villager and a sage. One day a villager came to a sage and asked him, "Dear master, there are so many people around me who are criticizing others all the time, really harshly, most of the times unfair, but they can't even see their own mistakes, their own, and they don't own it." So the master said to the villager, let's have a look into that. But before we do that, aren't you the villager who barely survived last winter because he was stuck in the forest? And the villager said, yes, true. A pack of wolves had circled around me. So the sage asked him, how did you escape? Well, the villager said he climbed up the tree and waited until the wolves were gone. And then he ran to the next tree when the wolves came back and climbed up the next tree and just waited. So were you scared at the time? Yes, of course I was scared. I really thought I would die. I really thought they would get me. I was up on the tree and I couldn't sleep. I was awake. It took me 3 days without any food, next to no sleep, because the wolves were just waiting for me. I was able to run and climb some trees closer to our village, and I was so panicking. But then on the third day, I saw some hunters entering the village. So the wolves were gone then, and I could climb down, and I was sleeping for another 3 days and eating. I really thought I would die. So the sage asked him, and at any point during those 3 days, were you angry at the wolves? And the villager looked at him with big question marks. No. So the sage asked him, but he must have been, I mean, you thought you would die. Weren't you angry at the wolves? Weren't you panicking? Weren't you? And the villager said, yes, I thought I would die, but I wasn't angry at the wolves. And the sage asked him, how come that? And he said, well, it's wolves. That's what they do. So the sage asked him, and why would you be angry at those people criticizing everybody else but themselves? That is just what they do. So, like you brought some distance between you and the wolves when you climbed up the trees, bring distance between you and those people who can only criticize others, bullying others, being harsh to others. It is their nature. And you probably won't change them, not with words or action. It is their nature. So once we realize that, we can start letting go. In time we learn to let go. Maybe not all at once, but with a sure and steady intention to live in peace. Our hearts soften and the inherent flow of love opens and bubbles over. It is here when we've let go of that attachment, of that anger, of that wanting it to be different, that we experience the miracle of joy, harmony, and unity within all of our relationships, those that matter and those that don't, those that we keep and those that we let go. So I would like to give you the following affirmation for our time in silence. I release and my heart is at peace. I release and my heart is at peace. Make yourself comfortable once more, observing the inflow and outflow of your breath, letting the sounds wash through you, being present. And with each inhalation and exhalation, allow yourself to become more relaxed, more comfortable, more at peace. And whenever you find yourself distracted by thoughts, sensations, noises. Just return your attention to your breathing, to your presence, maybe to your affirmation. I release, and my heart is at peace. Enjoy the silence. Enjoy. It's time to release the affirmation. Become aware of your breathing once more. Become aware of your presence. Reminding yourself, I release and my heart is at peace. Just releasing the fact that just by detaching and letting go and simply observing, your heart will be much more at peace. Why would you hold on to an anger or something that happened in the past? Just let it go. And like in the meditation, when we take our time to become present, to feel what we feel, to hear what we hear, to see what we see. Make it your goal this week to consult your heart before you act on any emotion. Take this moment, like in the meditation, to become aware of the feeling in your heart in any situation. Your heart is a reliable guide that helps you experience empathy, compassion, and love. The heart is the seat of emotional intelligence, and it allows you to get in touch with your true self. It nurtures all of your relationships by reminding you to see yourself in the other. See through the eyes of your heart, and you open the doorway to manifesting the life and the relationships you truly desire. So become aware of your own presence, your body, and your breathing once more. Feel that breathing motion. How does your breath feel right now? Is it different to when we started? Feel your presence sitting here, being aware of all of your five senses, being at peace with your heart, at peace with your thoughts, with your feelings. Right now, in this moment, there is none of that. There is just you and your breath. Everything else, it's just a play that's acting out around you, and you are not involved. You're just observing. And then slowly become aware of the room around you. Become aware of the sounds around you. Become aware of where your feet are placed and where your hands are placed. And slowly invite life back into your body by moving your toes and your feet, your fingers and your hands. Taking a deeper breath into your body, maybe rolling your shoulders, stretching your arms and your legs. And whenever you feel like it, gently open your eyes. Welcome back. So I hope you enjoyed a different view on others and yourself, and how by detaching like you do in your meditation is your learning platform. Everything that you teach yourself and practice in your meditation, like the detachment, like the letting all the sounds and emotions just wash through you, that is your learning ground. And it's out there in this world where we live, where you keep practicing, where you keep finding your everyday teacher and testing your reactions. So keep practicing inside and outside and enjoy. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye.